Brittney.Dashay. That's better.
Okay.
Yeah, it's your girl Brittney.Dashay back with another story time. Story time. And awkward. Just enjoy it. But yes, it's your girl Brittney.Dashay back with another video, and I am bringing another story time video for you guys. A horror story time. So yes, this is going to be a little short series that I'm going to do for my Vlogtober content. So if y'all enjoying it, make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. Drop a heart down below letting me know that you're a new subby, you're a new subscriber, you're a new supporter. You hopped aboard on this train, you got your tickets, and you are all aboard. Like, let me know. But yes, I got another story time for y'all. I can like smile now, but during the process I was crying. So this story time is a really scary story time. When it was going on, scary. Robbed. Yes, your girl was robbed at what? Gunpoint. That is scary. So yes, this is the story time of that first time that I was robbed. So I was 16 when I was first robbed. Sorry for the noise. They want to be biker boys outside. Sorry. But anywho, back to the story time. And so yes, I was 16 and I worked at Sonic. So the Sonic that I worked at, it was not too far from my high school. So everybody went there from high school, like and it was a weekend. Yeah, it was a weekend. So like it was busy, and it was a couple of weeks before Thanksgiving. So a lot of people were out like either shopping or just like running their everyday errands like you do on a Saturday. So it was busy as I do not know what. Only car hop that was closing. So I was making hella tips. If you don't know, you can make tips. I don't know if you still can get tips. I would think so at Sonic, but at the Sonic I worked at when I was in high school, I used to make hella tips. Like a Route 44 would be filled to the top with tips, coins, change, all of that. Like every day I was bringing home some change. That's why I really loved that job when I was in high school. But I digress. So yes, I was the only car hop that night, and it was just like it felt like any other day. It was really pretty outside, so it was crazy busy throughout the day. It was probably like 3 cars that was left in the stalls like to do orders for. So it was one car that was like in the very far end, like where the stall, it was like closest to the garbage, to the dumpster. But I'm in the zone. I'm like already looked at my tips, looked at my Route 44 cup, knowing like, dang, Brittney, you're gonna have all these tips. And I had all my change like in this cup, but I had dollar tips also, like dollars, fives, and all that tips in my little fanny pack, because I needed that. So like if I need to give somebody change or whatever, because you could get your tips out of that also. Like when you close out for the night, whatever is left over, that was your tips. So yes, so I'm looking at my Route 44. I'm knowing that it's gonna be a good night. When I leave, like I know that I have at least like $100, like no lie, from tips, because I was the only car hop that day. It was the last order that I had, and it was the car that was by the dumpster, but didn't think anything of it, just young, ready to go home, ready to call it a night. So I'm taking their order, and I was like, hello, welcome to Sonic, how may I take your order? I ordered a whole bunch of food. So I'm not thinking anything of it. I'm just like, I'm ready for this to be done, because this is the last car that I have, and after I'm done with this car, I can leave for the night. So again, I tell y'all, I'm the only girl, but the thing is, when I think about it, what really upsets me, it was guys that were working that night, it was a manager that worked that night, where he could have done this car. Like, to me, I would think like, why would you let a girl, a 16-year-old go to a car, and it was a van. Go to a car that's by a dumpster by herself. It's in the dark. They're not even parked where it's facing the store. Their driver's side is facing the opposite side. So like if anything was to happen, you wouldn't be able to see anything. But 2020 vision, 2020 hindsight, like just disturbing. So I get all their food ready, and I did not do the roller skates. They would ask me, Brittney, you gonna hop on the roller skates? You want to learn how to do the roller skates? Nope, I'm good. I can do all this on foot.
You probably had the right idea, right, but the wrong.
Like, I'm clumsy. I don't need anything else to make me more clumsy. Like, yeah, don't need that. So end up getting all their food ready, ended up walking it out to the car. And when I think about it, everything felt like it was in slow-mo. Like, and like the time is just like stopped, where it's going like real slow. And when I think about that situation of me walking to the car, y'all, it really felt like it was in slow-mo. But in my mind, it was more of like, it's like, this is a long day. I'm ready to go home. I'm ready to count my money. But yes, so I end up walking over to the driver's side for the food, and it was a van, like a soccer mom van, where I didn't think that was one thing I didn't think anything of it also, because I'm like, oh, they're probably getting a whole bunch of food for their kids, I don't know. So I end up going to the driver's side to give the food. So he opens the door, like the person like sitting, like they were in the back seat, slides the door open. It's a van, remember? So they slide the van door open. He grabs my arm, but he grabs my arm, pulls me to him, puts the gun in my face. They're taking all the food, and he was like, give me all the money, and give me what you have in your pack. And he's talking about my fanny pack. He has the gun in my face. I am petrified. Like, you know when you are scared where you can't even like, you can't even process what's going on at the moment. Like you see all this is going on, but like you're stunned. Like I was just like standing there, like emotionless. Like I couldn't even register to say anything. I couldn't even think to scream. And he told me, you better not scream. But the thing is, I'm like, why would I even scream? You have a gun to my head. I'm not trying to draw any attention. I just really want this to be over with. I was pissed during the process. I was pissed when he took my fanny pack, because all my I'm sorry, I'm getting a little passionate. All my freaking money was in there. And I still get mad about that to this day. Not like I could have lived off that money to this day, but I still get mad at the fact that somebody took my money, and I worked all day. I was the only car hop that day, where like that night, like to the afternoon and to that night, I was the only car hop, made a lot of change, a lot of tips that night, and I had plans for that money, and I was so mad.
I need that money.
So in the process, he has the gun to my head, and it's two guys in the back seat, two guys in the front. And so they like taking the money, took the drinks, took all the food, all of that, gun to my head. And he was like, now go back to the store, like go back inside or something like that. And dude, I just stood there, and they just closed the door back and burned off. And I end up going back in the restaurant, or back in the store. And like the look that I had on my face, the manager, when I think about it, his trifling behind, he comes out, he was like, what's wrong? Like, what's up? He was a young guy, so like probably just rowdy, I don't know, or maybe I don't know if he was in on it. If my mama tell the story, she say that he was in on it. He had something to do with it, because she don't understand why he didn't take his behind out there and deliver the food, knowing that I was the only girl there and that it was late, and I had all that food, like all that let her tell it. He's the one that set it up. But yes, so the manager was like, what happened? And I was like, I just got robbed. And the first thing, like, that just showed the type of involvement my mom has. So I was like, I just got robbed, like, and like I couldn't register anything else but calling my mama. As soon as I got in the building, I said, like, I just got robbed. And I'm not even really talking to him. I'm talking to myself, where I'm just trying to process. I'm trying to register this of, like, I just got robbed. Like, oh my God. It's like I just got robbed. And so I ended up calling my mama, and like within that same breath, I called my mom and I tell her what happened. She was like, I knew something wasn't right. I just felt something wasn't right tonight. I just knew it. She was like, if you don't know, but you quitting that job tonight. This your last night tonight. You're not coming back. And I did not come back. And tell me why. The cops ended up coming or whatever. Well, no, the cops didn't even make it. My mom wanted me to leave. She didn't feel comfortable with me staying there, knowing that, like, it was those people that were still out and they had a gun, all of that. We've never experienced anything like that. So my mom was worried. So she was like, no, my baby's going home. She, like, this is her last day. Like, I hope y'all know that she's not working here anymore and all that. So I ended up going back home. I was like, I was sad at the fact that my money was gone. I was just scared. I was also scared at the fact that somebody put a gun to my face. I've never experienced anything like that. Like, that was the scariest thing ever. And so what's really disturbing is that when I got home or whatever, they ended up, like, my mom, I guess the manager got my phone number from, like, my emergency contacts or whatever, got my mom's phone number. So he called my mom to, no, he didn't call my mom. He must have gave my mom's phone number to the police officers, because the police officer ended up calling saying, hey, we think that we just arrested the suspects that was involved in the robbery, or who robbed your daughter or whatever. Can she come identify them? And so my mom was asking, like, where, like, I don't know if she ended up asking them, where are you wanting her to go, or like where does she need to identify them at? But the cop ends up saying that, like, basically on site, like, wherever they pulled them over at, like, to drive by in a car or whatever and say yes or no if that's the person. And it's like, first off, we don't got no FBI car. Like, it's not tinted. Like, our car is not tinted. You can see in the windows. So, like, if we drive by, they gonna know exactly, like, yeah, that's the snitch that told on us. We know where she work. We probably even know what school she go to, because where she work, how young she is. Like, what the? So my mom was like, no, my baby is not going out in the open to identify anybody. If y'all want her to identify someone, y'all gonna do it where it's gonna be some type of privacy. But still, like, either way, like, if it even was some privacy, they would still know it was your girl. Because I was the one that got robbed. They saw my face. I didn't see theirs. They had on masks. So, like, what point would it have made? Like, for me to go identify them, they had on masks. Like, how would I have known? Like, houseway. But yes, y'all, that was the first time that I was ever robbed at my job. And to this day, I think about that because I get so mad at the fact of all the money that I made that day and they took it. It makes me so mad. Even to this day, when I go to Sonic and I go get something to drink, if I get anything from Sonic, I'm thinking about the fact, and when the car hop come to my car, I'm thinking about the fact I was in your position before and I had hella tips one night and somebody robbed me. I don't say this to them, but I think it, and I just be like, man, I had plans for that money. And I asked for God to give me a forgiving mind, a forgiving heart to let that go. But I think about that very often. I think about the fact of the money that I had in that cup. And I don't even think I took the change. I think I ended up just leaving everything. I think I ended up leaving my Route 44 that had my change and all there when I think about it. because I was really mad at the fact of they took my cash, like my bills, because I had some 5s, I had some 1s, and then because I had it built up, it like I had some 10s in there. So when I think about it, I just get so mad at the fact of somebody took my money, took my hard earned money. But yes, y'all, that is my story time for the first time that I got robbed. If you guys are definitely liking the content that I'm bringing for these story times, please make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe. And also do not forget to drop a heart down below, and also drop a comment letting me know that you are liking this comment, and if you are liking this content, and if you're wanting me to bring more, definitely let me know. And I am enjoying this Vlogtober. Hopefully you are enjoying it as well, because we like this is just the beginning. Like, all aboard, this is the beginning. So make sure that you got your ticket, and your ticket is that subscribe button. So if you click that ticket, if you click that subscribe button, you're gonna get your ticket to the show every time, as well as you hit that notification bell. So make sure you do it. But yes, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.